Hello and welcome back to another edition of NXT Out of 10 right here on the Wrestle Debate. As we're building up to NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver, it was revealed Finn Balor would defend the title against Karrion Kross, so we got all the build to that. But of course NXT has been hit by a bit of a COVID outbreak this week, so not really expecting the usual show. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. We started off the show with Finn Balor and Karrion Kross having a little bit of an argument. He said that it was time to find out who the real NXT champion was. Scarlett was confronting them before, Birch and Lorcan came out and they said they wanted to have a match against them. So now we're getting Birch and Lorcan versus Balor and Kross later in the night. Should be interesting. Interesting start to NXT. But anyway, moving on, we got Dexter Lumis versus Austin Theory up next. Lumis was in control pretty much all the way before the Way kept up the pressure and eventually a distraction allowed Theory to get on top. Before Lumis got back on top, Theory broke away and nearly hit the ATL before unfortunately Lumis escaped and locked in Dakota's silence to get the W. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. It was fine, I suppose, nothing special. Before Backstage, Timothy Thatcher and Tommaso Ciampa said they're happy as a team together and they're so good and everything. Before Adam Cole called out Kyle O'Reilly. Before Kyle O'Reilly wasn't at the arena, it was confirmed by William Regal. O'Reilly promised he would get Cole one day, maybe not tonight, but definitely very soon. And then afterwards we got a little bit outside where they were shouting at each other. I think they've been arrested. It was all very weird. But yeah, that's all the Cole O'Reilly stuff we got this week. But anyway, up next we got Legado del Fantasma versus Breezango. Basically this was a match just to set up the promo later. But anyway, Fandango was taken out and Legado del Fantasma was able to wipe Breeze out with their finish to get a quick win. And then afterwards Santos Escobar grabbed the headset, demanding to know where Devlin was. Devlin came out and said they're all going to both take their title, and then it was announced for NXT Stand and Deliver. I thought we were getting it this week. Anyway, who knows, 6 out of 10, this was fine. But anyway, next up we got Zoe Stark versus Dakota Kai. After losing their titles next week, Dakota Kai needed a big win this week, and yeah, she eventually got on top. Stark got a bit of offense in early on. Stark continued to fight back before we got a go-to kick, which eventually put Stark away. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 though. I really enjoyed Zoe Stark since she came in. She's been great and I'd like to see her get a really good push. But yeah, this was probably the correct result. Before next up we got Tommaso Ciampa versus Martel. Ciampa attacked Imperium's Martel and Eichner prior to the match. Martel was no slouch, however. He got a bit of offense in before Ciampa eventually hit a Willow's Bell to get the match. However, after the match, Imperium's music hit and Walter rocked up. Wasn't expecting to see him, but the ring general made his way to the ring where Ciampa struggled to fight off the rest of Imperium and got beaten up, and that was the end of the segment. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. But anyway, next up on NXT, LA Knight made his debut, and he cut a promo before that. It was all very weird. Knight basically was in control for most of it before Bronson Reed rocked up and then distracted him, and then he nearly got beat, but he eventually got back on top and picked up a fairly easy win. But I'm giving this a 5 out of 10. Just having squash match, biggest NXT debut ever, and he's fully losing to a jobber nearly, fools. But anyway, in our main event, it was Karrion Kross and Balor versus only Lorcan and Danny Birch. Basically, Birch and Lorcan were on top for a while before Kross came in, destroyed everyone, but then, Kross just went mad towards the end of the match. Once one of Lorcan and Birch, I believe, separated his shoulder, so that's really bad. Hope he's not too bad. Kross went mental and Balor got pinned by Lorcan so they could retain their titles, but I imagine they'll be relinquished next week, which is such a shame. But overall, I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10. Just felt a bit disjointed and unnecessary, to be honest. Overall this week, NXT gets a 5 out of 10. For me, I really didn't enjoy NXT this week. It was just not a great show, if I'm being honest. There was no real standout moments where I went, wow, that was a really good segment at all, really. Some of it was just weird, unnecessary, disjointed. Just overall, really poor show. I know they had the COVID thing, but even on the whole, this was really bad. So therefore, the comfortable winners of the Wednesday Night War for me has to be AEW Dynamite. Another really solid show for them. And I know the war's supposed to be ending in a few weeks. But even now, I don't think we can really call it on a war, because recently, at least, AEW has just really been a level ahead of NXT, if we're being brutally honest. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, put me your thoughts in the comments down below, and to follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to my channel on the screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching.